Hello everyone, this is Same Spot, and I am tagging along while ShadowGamer plays Assassin's Creed Unity.
This could be quite fun, everyone. As everyone's heard, this game is known now for its glitches, nothing else but.
Indeed.
So, this would be quite interesting.
Well, yes, I see one glitch already. I don't believe there's enough strands in that DNA.
Well, I believe this isn't DNA, I believe this is more tech.
Alright, yes, this is turning into a sort of 2001 pastiche Tron. We should probably put on the subtitles in that.
You will experience the most
Well, hold on, this isn't actually anything to do with this. This is just, I believe, the intro.
The intro is, by definition, something to do with it. We're going to have to unlock the mysteries of this game together. Helix, oh, it's a new kind of TV.
Powered by Obstergo, that's why, okay.
The Animus. I believe the Animus was a monster in one of the old Doctor Who episodes with William Hartnell.
Who?
William Hartnell, the first Doctor. Goodness me. So
Oh my god, this.
Oh look, you can pick levels. So they're locked at the moment. The Tragedy of Jacques de Molay.
Hold on, I know him. Isn't that,
Bernard Cribbins, yes, I recognised him too.
Right.
Feel Loathing. Oh look, it's a Hunter S. Thompson reference in this game, everyone. The game just got better.
Chris, Ezio Auditore. Altair.
Ooh, what's that one at the bottom?
Connor. Which one?
Look at that. Helen Ibernio and Jazz Age Junkies look fascinating.
No idea what they are.
Wait,
Pirates of the Caribbean sort of thing.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Are these actually available? These, or are these just teasing us? Because I'm sure this game is all in the French Revolution. This seems to have.
It is in the French Revolution. This is unusual.
What are they? I reckon this is just a tease. That you're not going to actually play any of those games. The names are too good to be an actual game. I mean, look at that. The Liberation of Lady Aveline and Jazz Age Junkies. You know, they're just teasing us.
Actually, the Liberation of Lady Aveline is actually a real game.
Is it?
Yes, it's one of the stupid add-ons you get.
Oh, are these
add-ons
then?
If they are, it's really annoying.
Oh, right, so we have to buy these. No, that's already putting me off a bit, but anyway.
Well, yeah, you can play one, so let's see what this is.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect.
I'm confused, but I recognise this fellow's voice. Maybe this game has got one over on us. It's deliberately confusing us.
Jacques de Molay's final
It
tragic
probably
hours
is. It's really
through
annoying.
the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Right, everyone, just have a listen up, because this could be annoying.
Yes, we'll sling the subtitles on in a moment when we get into the game. And anyway,
Right, I think I press X now.
Yes, I get that impression too. Anyway, as I was saying, I am Same Spot. That is the name I've chosen, although it is not my name. I always find the whole pseudonym thing a bit confusing. It took me a long time to think of one. And my friend over here is called ShadowGamer. Can I tell them your real name, George?
You just did. Bad, Chris, bad.
Yes. Yes, we're also known as Chris and George. Which, now, I haven't played much of the Assassin's Creed games. I played a bit, but I tend to get a bit bored halfway through, because maybe the assassinations always seem limited. You played more than I have. What's the latest one's been like?
Well, the latest ones are good because you can actually go on the open ocean and you can assassinate people in the open ocean. And go.
I think you'll find, George, that's called The Wind Waker, and that's a Legend of Zelda game you've been playing there. That's
no, actually, that's an Assassin's Creed game as well.
If you say so. Oh, look, Dracula's Castle.
No, Paris.
Why is Dracula's Castle in Paris? What is he up to?
No, it's not. This is Notre Dame, probably.
Is Dracula in this?
No, it's not Dracula's Castle.
Has Dracula been in any of the Assassin's Creed games?
No, never.
Why not?
Who goes there?
Why not?
Because there's nothing to do with Assassin's Creed.
Well, yeah, apart from just being the thing that might make it awesome.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Oh, King Philip, eh?
Oh dear God.
King Philip is King of Spain, wasn't he, Philip?
No, King Philip was
Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot.
Watch out, he's got some Warhammer cosplayers with him.
This looks like a lot deadlier. I don't know if they're the assassins or not. I'm confused.
Are they Templars? Because Templars are nice.
They're both Templars. They're both units of them are Templars.
Oh, look.
They're Templars, they're the old Templars.
Draw your swords, men.
My goodness,
Defend
it's
the
Lionel
temple.
Jeffries. It's famous British actor Lionel Jeffries, everyone. He's come back from this,
Come with me.
and a fellow with 1980s hair.
Oh, I finally take control. I will see what we can do about
Yes, just
options.
bung on the old subtitles.
If I can find it.
It'll be on sound options, I imagine.
Sound options, voice.
There we
Here
are.
Subtitles.
Bung them on. There we are. We were stuck on the subtitles. Don't say we don't care.
faster than we expected.
And chappesses. Although I do like to think of the word chaps as not being gendered. Because
Assassins.
I'm a revolutionary like that. Let's non-gender all the
The
words.
assassins are far older than Massacre, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, less easily eradicated.
Oh look, there's a war going on.
So there
I like
is.
to follow this weirdo.
Indeed. We
You'll
seem
not
to be
prevail
in
this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our
this
order.
place half reminds me of Bree from the various Hobbit and Lord of the Rings
Hide
games.
them. They must not fall
And
into
also
the
some
assassin's hands.
I think these other guys are assassins. Okay, that's
I see. We're the Templars and we're fighting the
Templars.
assassins.
Hold the bridge! Hold! Damn! I have to take a different way.
Yeah, look at you climbing all over the place.
Parkour in this game never hurt
Indeed, parkour. Have you ever tried to do parkour, George?
anyone. I tried it once with my brother.
Did you fall down?
I fell very down.
I see, yes. This is really the disadvantage of parkour. What they should do, the parkour chaps, is jump over things that aren't so high off the ground. Because, I mean, surely it takes the same skill to jump or think that isn't very far off the ground, like a box, perhaps,
Indeed.
Much as I like the idea of going up on the old rooftops, because I often look at the rooftops as I'm particularly in London, and I think, oh, I'd like to go up there, you know? Maybe not jump around, but just to walk around a bit and have a look down at all the people I can see.
Oh, got he did a number on me.
Oh, he's an assassin. Maybe that's the fellow you're going to play in the rest of the game.
Come here, come on, that's it. You're gonna die. Nope, don't shoot.
You've got a parry.
There we go, there we go. Hit him. Hit him well. Hit him well.
A bit of a slash.
Oh,
Ooh, Mike, look at that. It's got trodden stuff on it. It's a trodden sword.
this sword is actually a lot deadlier.
Ooh, look at that. There's fancy.
Yes.
Blimey. Oh, it's the master sword.
This sword is one of the apples of Eden, as it's said.
The sword is an apple of Eden.
Those swords. The apples of Eden in the Assassin's Creed games are quite literally old tech left behind by the precursor race.
Oh, I see.
Precursor race were practically gods. They had tech beyond ours.
Okay, but I ought to point out that I suppose there's a spoiler for the entire Assassin's Creed franchise. I certainly didn't know that, but that's most interesting. I shall label that there's a spoiler coming up at some point, maybe when I say that. But I don't know. I mean, I suppose if you're watching this, you probably have some knowledge of the previous game, or at least you're as uninterested in as I am.
Yes.
You really keep hold of that old one. It seems rather useful.
The vault's normally more secure than
Yes,
anything.
he's made the symbol of the Knights Hospitalier.
The what?
The Knights Hospitalier. I'm afraid I'm not awfully good at French pronunciation, so I tend to get the A wrong. But they were another order of knights who, obviously, the name went on to mean hospital. Oh, there you go. I think that is the fellow we're playing. I think this might be a bit of a reverse, you know. This game is an enigma inside a conundrum inside an enigma, and then there's another conundrum on top.
Agreed.
Although all that is inside something rather simple and stupid.
7 years earlier.
Oh, 7 years later.
Oh, okay, wrong one.
A bit different. Oh, look at this. It's an archery competition. Oh no, we're burning heretics. This is the Templars. This is the story of the Templars. I know about this, and then I've read about this in history. They burned them because they wanted their stuff. That's entirely it. They wanted all the stuff they had, so they accused them of worshipping the dark god Baphomet. Have you heard of Baphomet? Baphomet was a fascinating-looking demon. It was half male and half female. I believe the first mention of this in the trial of the Templars.
Consumed in flames
But
of
it is
hunger
believed
and
actually that
wrath,
Baphomet is a corruption of the word
came the age of
Mehmet,
true
which
wisdom
obviously is
to
a
orchestrate
variation
blows.
on the
The Knights Templar, once the proud
Islamic god.
shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Well, we wish there were no more.
Yeah, it's a bit of a judgy narrator.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay.
Oh, look, we're in the game Beyond
And
Two
the visual.
Souls. Hello.
Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my
She's
real
Android.
name, obviously, but that's
Nope.
as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs.
Ah, so they're like the Umbrella
now,
Corporation, but
they
they're
want
into
control
sort
over
of
history
brain
itself.
science and
If that doesn't frighten you, it should.
NGOs.
Oh, here's
We're
the
here stuck,
story from the last game.
and I need your help.
What's
okay.
happening is...
Deacon,
Story from last game
preload
coming up.
sequence,
Hit us, George.
AD
What happened in the last game is
I do have to remember that
I7.
sequence. Yeah, I don't
I'm
forget it.
going to remember that sequence. What happened in the last game was practically
Last week,
Oh, good,
this
good.
should
we
help you
released
understand our struggle.
a
And after
old
that,
cursor,
you can decide for yourself what
one of the
comes next.
precursor race that was still
We'll be
alive
waiting.
into the world, and she saved it.
Alright. Is that her?
No, that's not her. The one who we released is a god called Juno.
Juno. Ah, right. So there we have the Ellen Page connection. And this Juno, so they're like a human person, or do they look human?
They look human, except they actually they can, well, fly. They can erect things. They can actually.
George, we can fly and erect things. That's two things the human race is quite good at. We can fly, we have machines for that, and we can erect things. We have machines
Chris,
for that.
they don't need machines.
Oh, we don't really need machines,
Hold
you know.
on. No,
What? We're in Paris.
this is from the last game.
Oh, right. Is this crossing over the last game?
Yeah, this is crossing over from the last game.
I know.
Oh, I killed him! I killed him in the last game, so he's the young man, right?
Sorry? I'm deeply confused. So you killed this fella, the
I
father.
killed him in the last game, the father.
When you say him, obviously
wait just
people
here.
listening to us cannot see you point.
I
So
will
please
return
reference
when
which
this
character
hand
you are referring
reaches
to.
the top.
I am referring to the big guy who's talking to the son.
Not as
Ah, okay. So you're referring to the gentleman on the right.
Yes,
We'll
Right,
see
so
the
the one
you-
who's elderly.
So you killed him.
I killed him, and this is his son Arno, who is the main character of this game.
I see. So you are like the Joker in the original Batman thing. You made him, and did you whisper to him, "Hey kid, what did you say? Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" Did you whisper that, George, when
No,
you
I
killed
didn't
this kid's
actually.
father in front of him? You monster.
No, I didn't actually.
You know what? I bet that was optional as well, knowing you. I bet you didn't have to do that.
Actually, no, that was part of the end of the game.
I don't believe you.
If I got to do it again, you'll see.
Oh, someone is laughing. He's got a bit of a weird, uncanny valley face, that kid.
Oh, please tell me I don't have to play as it. Oh god, I have to play as the kid.
Well, I imagine you do. That's the main character, as you said, George. So you're going to have to play as the kid.
Oh damn.
Oh, poor you.
I have to follow a French note around.
Come on.
Yeah, I kind of caught you, lady. You're not very fast.
Yep. Speed up a bit. So no major glitches so far, but you expect him to turn up at any time.
Quickly, quickly.
What are you trying to do, George?
I'm trying to stay out this guy's line of sight.
Oh, I see. This reminds me a bit of the early stages of the Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, in which you played a young man who also wore green with white leggings, and had to run around behind hedges. Speaking of which, I got the Hyrule Historia the other day. I picked up for a song on Amazon. I was most pleased with it. As the history of Hyrule. What are you doing, George? Why are you leaving ghosts behind you?
Oh, it's your shadow, practically. It's where people's last line of sight sees you.
Oh, I see. Yes, that's in Shadow of Mordor too, isn't it?
Yeah.
My God, these faces are terrifying.
I'm Arno, Elise.
I mean, I don't know even glitching yet. But
I
wow.
know, it's ugly as... Oh!
Business with the king.
They're ugly. They're just weird. They look like that woman in that early PlayStation advert with the funny eyes. Oh, that'll be you, George, and your murder gang.
Well, actually, there was only one of me back then.
It was
Alright.
my fault. I'm the one who took the apple. Let's see where they're going.
I'm the one that took the apple, eh? Very significant, sort of, Apple and Adam and Eve.
Oh no!
Nice piano. And such lovely stuff, these French. I'm quite glad they
Well,
were.
we are in the French royal palace, Chris.
Indeed. I know.
Monsieur, if we judge nations by the character of the criminal,
Father?
we should all be called
Come here, girl. Now.
Find out what's happening.
Father?
Father! Oh. I have to say, they all sound rather subdued if they are surrounding her. Yes, there they are. There he is.
Yeah.
My son, you must find the person that killed me and kill them. In real life, not in the game.
Oh, he smashed a watch.
So he has. Well, bad luck, kid. Now, hopefully, Commissioner Gordon will turn up and give him a bit of a hug. And say, it's okay, son, and put a coat around his shoulder. And he'll
Either that, or it'll be an elven spirit.
Yes, it could be an elven spirit, I suppose.
Honor. Look at me.
Oh, it's Brendan Gleeson.
Everyone's in this, isn't it?
Yeah, and he does seem to be dressed for the St. Patrick's Day parade. He's dressed like a tall leprechaun. What? It's what a tall leprechaun would dress like. If leprechauns were tall, I don't really think so silly.
Viewers, I hope you can hear this. A tall leprechaun has just walked onto stage.
What? A tall leprechaun? If you saw a fellow dressed as a leprechaun, he'd still be dressed as a leprechaun, whether or not he was short, you know.
I expect him to be carrying a pot of gold in one hand and have an Irish accent.
Well, I think the main qualification is that one has a green hat on. So, you know,
He didn't have a green hat on though.
he had a green hat on.
It was a black hat.
It's sort of. He has dark green clothes. I'm sure he does. Maybe I'm.
13 years. Oh dear God, they don't.
Oh look! He still hasn't fixed the watch.
They love skipping forward in time, don't they? In this game?
Yes, they do. It's fair enough. I'd rather could skip forward in time than have to live through this chap's whole life.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a sword on him.
Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France. You're a dead man.
You're a dead man.
Lightly there, you'll hurt yourself.
Now, is this game in time for the Musketeers? Will we have Musketeers in this?
We might have musketeers in this. This is in the French Revolution, so
Oh.
it's a few years after.
I suppose so.
Because Louis and all that.
Just had a nice chat with your brother. Hugo, fetch the marshals. Hold on a minute. Diable.
That Hugo, that's Victor for you. Hugo, you're chasing. Be careful.
I'm chasing everybody. Oh God, the guards are after me now.
Sorry.
Oh, lots of people.
Come on, get out of my way. Get out of my
Oh,
way.
you can go through the window if you like. Be
I'll
fancy.
go fucking go through.
Oh, tailor shop.
Pardon, madam.
Oh, there's everything in this. You can get tailors, you can get flipping. You get tailors, you get.
Gentlemen, please, we can come to an understanding.
Yeah, that's all sorts of
Just remember, I'm running around the whole of France.
Please, excuse me.
yes, you do seem to
Or
be.
the whole of Paris.
Albert Paris. I have only been through Paris briefly. I've never really been to the city. Have you been to Paris, George?
No, I've never been to Paris.
I see. I'd like to go sometime.
Oh, we got it. He's down!
Big-headed
That's
blacksmith
it.
like you probably can't even read or watch. Come over here and say that. No.
No, now I have to run away
Get
from
back
it.
here.
Ah, yes, this. Are you sure this is Assassin's Creed and not,
Keeping up. Shall I follow
Run away from everybody.
Yeah, you're a coward's creed. Or,
It might be coach.
long distance runner's creed.
What we're gonna do is escape his sight.
Hey, if there are gods in this game, at some point it could become Apollo's creed.
Oh,
Like Apollo Creed. Which you won't be familiar with because you were young. George does not know who Apollo Creed is.
no, I don't know what my friend here is talking about.
That's right. That's. See, that's. Yeah. Might as well dig myself a grave and just bury myself in it now.
Nah, sounds like other people probably haven't heard of Bristol more.
Well, you hadn't heard what a Glock was.
I don't think anyone's heard of a Glock.
People know what a Glock is, George. It's one of the most common handguns in the world, I believe.
It's a cult.
No, a Glock is also very common. It's short for Glockenspiel because it's also an instrument.
You show me a representation of this handgun and I'll believe. Okay.
Okay, fine. I can't bother now, but trust me, that is the clear case. So the Glockenspiel thing isn't true. I'm funning you there. Nope.
And where in God's name have you been?
Yeah, these two.
Ha! Got you now, you little shit! Just a little misunderstanding, nothing to... Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely?
His outfit's sort of green.
Wait for me in my library.
It incidentally hasn't changed much in the last few years. I think this fellow, I mean, he looks like Brendan Gleeson, but I get the impression the character desperately wants to be Tom Wilkinson.
Don't give me that look.
I'm sure you
Victor
know
cheats when he
from
plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
every film.
Arno? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Olivier.
Je vous remercie.
Oh, Olivier's in this game. This is the actor's going to go way out.
The 7th. Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
I mean, I don't know why the peasants in their sticking hovels decided they need to have a revolution, you know? I mean, these guys' these chaps' houses don't look that nice. You know, I mean...
As if it's golden trimmed everywhere and a lovely picture of a young lady.
Well, yes, it is. They do seem to have a lot of stuff. It's a bit like how I feel when I go to Bang & Olufsen and I look in the window there and look at that stuff you just can't afford, and I think, oh, I'd love to chop the heads off some Aristotles.
I think he likes this girl called Elise.
Ah, yes, is that the lady we met in the first scene? It probably is. It's a kind of lazy setup that...
You mean the young girl that was really annoying?
That's it. It's kind of lazy setup games go
That's
for.
Elise.
Yeah. I find that deeply annoying, you know. How likely is it you're going to be after the same girl, just directly, like, sort of...
I have a better question, Chris.
Yeah.
Why is it every house I seem to go in, there's a massive group of random people there? I mean... This isn't exactly a palace. This is a noble house, and there's a bunch of random.
Maybe they're having a
nobles.
party or some such thing. You know, it's nice to have a few people out. Obviously, I think there was some kind of administrative function for this place as well. I think they said that the fellow was a marshal of some kind, or
No, we called off the marshals.
I don't know. I think the fellow in whose house you're staying is some kind of functionary. So I believe they have an official position of some kind. So the frame rate seems to go up and down a tad, but I haven't noticed it stutter much yet.
Let's go upwards.
No sign so far of those amazing glitches. Perhaps this is a
Update.
Yes, perhaps they updated it on the disc or some such thing. Because I don't believe we've downloaded the update yet. Well, the PlayStation is an awfully strange thing. You can download updates without telling you and all sorts of stuff. I don't trust it sometimes. Sometimes I find it. Sometimes I find it on at night reading my books.
Hey. This thing is. Whoa! That's no. Just jump halfway across that.
Ah, could you not jump in the previous Assassin's Creed games?
Oh no, you could. It's just you couldn't jump that far.
Ah, you can jump very far, can you?
Apparently.
You're Spider-Man. Oh, look, see now you're up the air. The frame rate's gone up exponentially. Look, it's Downward Advance. It's like the Last of Us Special Edition. Look at that frame rate.
Oh no.
It's just like if anyone remembers playing the original GoldenEye, there was if you on the boat level, if you went to the corner of the boat and you looked out to sea, all of a sudden the frame rate would rocket to like a
synchronize.
Yeah.
Harry. Actually, I don't think this is Paris herself. This is not Paris.
Oh, thanks for misleading me there, George.
This isn't Paris, actually. Sorry. This is nowhere near Paris.
Ah, some other town, perhaps.
Yeah, it's probably
Sommelier or somewhere. Or not.
No idea. That's a nice shot. Yeah, let's use Eagle Vision. Oh, that's nice Eagle Vision.
What does Eagle Vision do?
Well, let's put it this way. When you're on the ground, when you've got enemies around you, Eagle Vision quite literally lets you see them in red.
I see.
Your targets are in gold, that's in red.
Detective Vision style.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah, super Detective Vision.
You're like this.
Yes, and into battle. Okay, there we are.
Somehow in this game, apparently going in a barrel of hay will protect you from the longest drop in the world.
Yes, I think all the bottoms of all the hay carts are lined with rubber. Some kind of special rubber they have specially so people can jump off into them.
Aha! The fact that you can just nick anything out of a chest is brilliant.
Well, why did they leave a chest on the roof anyway? I mean, what is the plan?
Oh, you've got weird things here. This is unusual.
Is that your inventory?
This is what weapons you have. So you've got health.
Ah, so it is your inventory.
Of sorts. You got about 4 different inventories, I think. See, there's an inventory here somewhere, which I can't remember.
Whatever you do, don't click on Uplay. I believe that automatically sells your soul to the devil if you click on that. Anyway, so how you find the game so far, George?
It's quite good actually. The graphics aren't that bad. I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Indeed, and some nice variety.
And there's a drunk.
So there is. Hello, drunk. Gonna sing a song of his sorrows. Yes. Now I noticed that our character has a ponytail. How do you feel about that, George?
Oh, it's not that bad. Of course, it could be a lot worse.
I suppose it gets away more easily with a ponytail in those days. These days, a ponytail looks a tad sort of, you know.
Revolutionary.
No, sort of 1980s businessman, bad guy from a bad comedy film.
I love the fact that in this one you can actually walk around the place. In the last game, if you tried to walk around inside someone's home, you'd actually you'd actually just run through it completely. You wouldn't even be able to walk around properly. It's not bad actually, this little walk around.
Very nice. Now, George, what do you know about the French Revolution?
Overthrow the king, a bunch of other stuff, got in a lot of trouble doing it. That's about it.
I suppose so, yes. I've seen various films on the subject, including Pimpernel Smith. No, not Pimpernel Smith. Scarlet Pimpernel, of course, is the famous one, the from the aristocratic fellow from England who'd go around. You know. I do think the seminal work on it is still the Carry On film. Carry On, Don't Lose Your Head. It's the one I remember the most information from. You know.
Oh yes, Chris.
Yes.
Don't Lose Your Head was on Henry VIII, mate.
Oh God, you're right.
Or Henry V or whatever.
No, it wasn't. That was Carry On Henry.
Was it? It was Don't Lose Your Head.
No, that was definitely Carry On Henry. Don't Lose Your Head was set during the French Revolution.
So, it was set during one of them. I can't remember.
It was set during the French Revolution. Trust me.
Right, we are in Versailles. Oh no, we are in St. Louis and...
We are in Versailles, George.
Versailles, whatever. I can't pronounce that. What do I look like? A miracle worker? Yeah, these are the enemy.
Oh, I see. Who are they? What have they got against you? Oh, you stole from their chest. I think they're musketeers.
You bloody pissant!
They called you a bloody pissant, George.
No, I don't think they're musketeers. I think they're just dicks. And oh god, they're shooting at me with pistols.
Oh, they've got muskets. They are musketeers.
No, it's a pistol.
Run for the muskets. Can you get a musket?
And later in the game, yeah.
Good.
Right now.
Well, we're still learning our way, you know, and we've got to practice our broadcast technique, you know.
Indeed. Practice makes perfect.
I like to base my style on a cricket commentator. I just ramble about mad things.
Yeah. Cricket commentator?
Yes, I'm a cricket commentator, you know. They don't have to say much. Lovely stroke there by Peterson. And it's gone around and...
It's gone around and come around.
And there's the cricket ball. And it's hit him in the head. The ambulance is arriving on this lovely day. Lovely to see the crisp coats of the ambulance men as they attend to the man on the ground. And
oh, that's very cool.
Oh, lovely! We've got a little model made out of 3D plastic bubble wrap stuff.
Oh, I'm enjoying that. There's a little river area over there. That's
boxes.
Brilliant, that is.
Yes, it's made of Lego or some sort of little mini Lego set. I approve. I like Lego.
Little mini Lego set.
Well, it does look like a little mini Lego set.
It does, but it's just making me laugh, that's all. Here we have a little mini Lego set. It is one of the 5 ever made for this game.
I'm sure someone will made Lego for this game.
No, trust me, no one has ever made Lego for Assassin's Creed.
Oh, right. How much would you like to bet on that? Because I bet if I put in Assassin's Creed Lego, I'll get many hits on the old visual search of, you know.
Custom stuff. I'm talking about the actual Lego shop making it.
Well, I didn't mean the actual Lego shop, George. I meant customs. They do customs everything.
Consumables. What have we got? Medicine. Okay, that's the only thing I can buy right now. So, 0 Assassin's Creed stuff. 0 whatever that is. 0H.
0H. Oh, 0 heroin? H is referred to as in. I couldn't see an H.
If it's heroin, that could be interesting.
Well, you know, that might be how you're gonna get your fortune back, you know. I've discovered this fantastic new stuff. Paris is gonna love it. And within
called
within a week's
heroin.
time, it's La Haine.
Let me nick one more chest
Yep.
and then I'll go do mission.
Yes,
Oh.
I have to say, Versailles seems a pretty chilled kind of home place. People are, relaxing. And...
I don't seem to really care. Well, I'm guessing the French Revolution hasn't really started yet.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Yes.
I'm guessing someone was having a party here and something died or went wrong.
Maybe.
By the looks of it.
We are playing Assassin's Creed Unity, in which you play a fellow called Arnaud, not Arnold, Arnaud. I believe his father died before he could put in the last few letters.
Indeed, we're about to play the States General,
Aha!
in which I have no idea what to do.
I'm not sure they'll tell you. I'm really surprised if they don't. It's not.
Thrown out onto
So
the
far,
street
everything
yet?
else has been a lie or
You
half
would
truth.
love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Ooh.
Certainement, monsieur.
Wait a minute. Why did he suddenly speak French? I mean, they're already speaking French.
Might be now.
Ah, maybe that means he was speaking English. That means he said, "Yes, sir."
That was an easy first mission.
Yes, that was. Yes. It always relaxes that. Then. Oh dear, James Corden's turned up.
Some trouble, mon ami.
What is it, Corden?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. Give it here. I'll catch
He
him.
must receive it today. It's
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
We have to make sure this fellow gets the letter. It shouldn't be too difficult since. Yeah.
Bad luck, lad. You'll
Oops,
have to go round.
Way, make way.
Go over.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Let's go the long way around.
Damn it, slow
Let me see.
down.
This place does look rather nice. Look at all the trees and the leaves. We are playing on a PlayStation 4 console, by the way, if you wish to know which system we're on.
Indeed, and I seem to be not being able to catch this guy. Maybe it's just me.
Carry on, George. I'm sure
Apparently,
he will.
walnut is a popular finish this season.
Okay, we randomly said that. I don't know why we said that.
It's the first good line in the game.
Whoever is driving this coach, we're having trouble catching the sod.
I say he sounded a bit like Paul McGann when he said that as well, which is another plus. Paul McGann, of course, a very popular British actor who was also a very briefly Doctor Who.
Oh, for God's sake.
And from the classic film Wivenhoe and I. Have you seen Wivenhoe and I, George?
Never even heard of it, Chris.
You never heard of Wivenhoe and I?
No, I have never heard of Viva la France.
You know, maybe we should just turn this whole thing into like a game of let's find stuff that George hasn't heard of.
Please excuse. Wrong carriage.
I don't need the story.
What I need is a bird's eye view.
Didn't lose that carriage.
Now, what else might you not have heard of?
I love this. My friend Chris is actually trying to see what I haven't
Have you heard of The Last Starfighter?
No.
Okay. Hit already. Well, it's one to me. Okay. Have you heard of Pokemon?
Yes.
Ah, okay,
I used
okay.
to watch it. I used to trade cards.
Ah, well, there you go. See, there we go.
Have you heard of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes, I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not exactly sure what it involves.
Shit
There's
version of Pokemon.
there's a guy with like purple hair or something.
There's tons of people with purple hair in that game.
That's good. I approve of purple hair.
No one makes sense in that game. It's just like everyone has either purple hair or no hair. It's weird, 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 weird.
Maybe one leads to the other if you're selling dodgy purple hair dye.
Yeah, maybe. The Estates General.
Something's up. Everyone has these carriages now. Oh, now but your young lady. What's her name?
Probably. I actually believe she's an assassin.
Wait, so your young lady in this is an assassin?
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice.
I already know.
How do you already know?
It's easy to already tell. You see her in the trailer.
Ah, I see. You gleaned that from the trailer, have you?
Yeah, it's quite easy.
No, you spoiled the surprise for me, but you know. My God, Napoleon!
That down this minute.
There's loads of Napoleons around, George. Now he found out what this is about. They cloned Napoleon. I knew it. I knew it. The bastards. The mad bastards. What's up with that guy?
What guy?
Some chap had his arms behind his back in a most strange way. It looked like it'd be...
I believe there is some sort of commotion going on.
Yeah, there's not been another murder, has there? Oh, look, the fellow's having little skits.
Oh, yes, here we are.
Oh, here we go, our first... Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered our first glitch, and it's a wonderful wiggling man. Turn off the detective vision, Jordan. Let's have a look at our Wiggler.
Hello, Mr. Wiggler. Oh, is anyone looking at me?
Greetings, Wiggler. Ah, yes. Now, I do hope that he's not integral to the mission. Oh, he's turned around anyway. He's unglitched himself. Well done, old chap. You have overcome your natural problem.
Where the hell am I going?
Don't ask me, George.
I don't know.
Maybe you've got to climb something, usually.
Oh, I believe I'm going to get around that.
Aha, that'll be it.
Unfortunately, he's a bit right there, you know. He's staring at me right there. I'm coming sword and he's staring at me. So.
Well, I'll say something about Josephine or something, and he'll run off.
Hey, mate. You look like an idiot. You're Napoleon Bonaparte, right?
Well, yeah, he does look a bit Napoleonic, and they all do. Yeah, I suppose that's unavoidable in this case.
Triple eagle vision. I can't tell if there's any allies in here, if there's any guards.
Oh, look, you can play snooker. We're all big snooker fans, the
French.
Indeed.
Interact.
In fact, if you translate the lyrics of the French national anthem, the actual lyrics go, "It's only a game, but put up a pretty good fight, because I'm going to be snooping you tonight."
I'm pretty sure they don't say that, Chris.
That is what they say. That is the
sure
thing
they've never said that, man.
No, that is what they say, and there's no way you can convince me otherwise. Oh, what are they watching? What's on?
Oh no, this is a court.
This is a court?
This is a court, I think.
I see.
Where the devil are they?
Just what I was speaking. Well, the devil's going on, indeed.
I believe they're assassinating that guy.
Finally.
Is that the king?
No, there he is.
Not these two again. Must have tailed me from the estate.
Oh. Where's that ruffian? Get him! You know, they're comedy villains, those guys, aren't they? They might as well be in a Disney movie. They might as well be in a Disney movie and both be like comically sized dogs. Excuse me, old chaps.
So I've just gone around in a big circle, haven't I?
I suppose so. Nope. He spotted something.
So, who or what will take its place?
Leprechaun, look, he is a leprechaun. Look at that hat.
Not a leprechaun, for God's sake, Chris.
He is dressed as a
He's
leprechaun.
not Irish.
Well, first of all, you know, we wouldn't be able to know that because of the translation of this game. So we can't tell whether or not because he's speaking in French. It's already been translated once. The accent is lost. But oh, we seem to.
Oh, for God's sake!
We seem to have interrupted a Three Stooges sketch. We're going to. What you have to do is look at your watch, and that will cause him to pour water on himself.
Something tells me the other guy got out of it.
Ah, there we are. Apron. Apron man.
Happens that both of them are attacking.
Yeah. Luckily, no one can hear anything in this palace, so there's no. Unless you turn around in a second and you find a terrified knitting
Not your
circle.
day, is it, Victor?
Wait a minute. Is one called Victor and one called Hugo? Because the other guy was called Hugo.
What are you doing there?
Running!
Or is one of them actually Victor Hugo? What the hell is going on? I'm speechless.
Everyone in this game tries to kill me.
They're called Victor and Hugo, those two. Victor and Hugo.
Yes, so?
Well, as in Victor Hugo. Don't worry.
I'm not worried about it, actually.
No, do not concern yourself with such things, George. Be focus on the task in hand, which is being an assassin in Queen Town.
I'm not an assassin, actually.
You'll be at some point, won't you?
Maybe.
No getting back in there.
I should think so. I'm sure I've seen screenshots of you done up in the. Well, actually, I've seen you in a hat. I've not seen you done up in the full assassin's outfit. But it's interesting the assassins got into the whole hoodie look hundreds of years before everyone else. Do you think that after hoodies became popular in the 90s, and the assassins became confused, and they were like, "Oh, why is everyone dressing like us? Why are all these kids in malls dressing like us?" I need to know, George. What do you think?
I don't think so, Chris. You know, it's just that doesn't make any sense at all. Man, if they thought that would happen, I think they would have found a way past it. You know.
I should say I am surprised by how sturdy all these roofs are.
Yeah, they're supporting my weight perfectly, aren't they?
Indeed.
Jumping on them. Well, that was a bit close.
That's right. I mean, you'd think you'd cause a few tiles to fall off at least, you know. But no, they're all perfectly attached. Someone seems to have superglued every tile onto the roofs.
I think it's brilliant, actually. This guy's a better parkourer than Ezio Auditore, and he was one of the best in this series of games.
Now, yes, older Ezio, he was in the Italian one, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, they had the villa.
Ezio Auditore.
Yes, best to do an accent, George. I do apologise to any people of Italian extraction who are offended by that accent. I'm so sorry. I can't tell you how. I'm not apologising. George offers his profound apologies. He didn't mean to say that. He was actually making an entirely different point that was misquoted out of context. Anyway, what's that tower over there?
What are you talking about?
What's that big tower thing over there? Look at that. Look at that big tower.
No, don't even try and change the subject.
It's a big tower, isn't it? Isn't that big?
Change the subject.
You know how big that tower is?
Don't you bloody dare change the subject.
No.
I'm not being rude by impersonating. I'm saying it in the way they say it in the games.
Yeah, fair enough, George. Fair enough. Yeah. Drafting a statement later, but anyway.
Oh, for God's sake.
I see. Okay, you don't break your shins as long as you land on a clothesline.
Oh, you don't break your shins as long as you jump and land anywhere, apparently, in this game.
Yes, physics, everyone.
Yeah, I'll try and prove it now. If I run up here, I'll jump off the top of this building. And if I die, then this game is broken. If I don't die, then it's still broken.
I would love to be able to climb up buildings.
There we are. Just jump. Yeah, we survived that.
It'd be great at lunchtime, wouldn't it?
It would.
Because I often find if I'm in the city for whatever reason, or if I'm out, I want to get lunch, often I won't want to sit down somewhere. I like to grab something from like a stall or somewhere, and then find a nice place to eat lunch. But it's often hard to find such places, especially in the city. And it'd be great to be able to pop up to the roof and just sit on the roof and eat lunch.
Mademoiselle is at a private soiree in her honor.
Do the thing.
I'm sure she just misplaced my
Well,
invitation.
this Frenchman has been quite rude to the other Frenchman, but I suppose that's normal.
Billy George.
In this game, it's normal.
How late is
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all.
I won't try and combat your perceptions of the French, George. You know, I do hope this doesn't turn into that kind of a thing. You know, I have many French friends, many French friends, an unusual amount of French friends. You know.
I know. How many French friends do you have these days?
Loads, you know. But I think that, well, obviously, you know, there are so many stereotypes in this country about the French. But I think the thing around unfriendliness is just a misunderstanding of the linguistics of the language. You know, I mean, if naturally you pronounce things in a certain way, they're going to sound a certain way to people. You know, in the way that the Japanese occasionally sounds robotic to people, because in Japanese pronunciation, then one doesn't place any emphasis on any particular syllable. I think that
see at the instant he
the French also suffer a kind of a thing like that. I'm talking nonsense you don't understand.
No.
Okay. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you got to leave a letter. Dear Elise, will you go out with me? Signed, Arno. I really like you. It's a promo.
Sound and only slightly delayed. And now, to the palace.
Is he talking to himself?
Yes, he's talking to himself.
I couldn't sneak through a sewer in these threads, much less a ball.
He's talking to himself a lot.
He likes talking to himself. Everyone likes talking.
Here, here, mon ami. Let me take care of that.
Thank you, young man.
Thank you, stranger.
Yes, I'm just going to wear all of the stuff you've just given me.
I like these outfits, you know, the long coats.
I wish I had my old one of those. I had a really nice long coat, but not anymore, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I think they're going out of fashion a little bit, but I do like those kind of frock coats. Ah, you're going to the Mask of the Red Death. Robespierre? Oh no!
Oh no.
That was Robespierre, George. He was the big cheese of the revolution. A dangerous man to know.
About that, I had one, of course, but on the web...
No invitation, no admittance. Now clear the queue. Next, please.
You should have thought of that beforehand, old boy.
Two guests. Next, please.
Ah. You should just say he's one of Prince Philip's boyfriends and sneak in the back way of the rest of them.
Quite the turnout.
Quite two guests.
Actually, I think I might be thinking of Philip of Spain, as I say. I do confuse those two. I'm actually not very good at remembering the details of history. I remember the stories, but the details.
You know, for some reason I'm not really surprised at that, Chris. Everyone remembers stories, no one remembers facts and details.
Yes, well, that's true, unfortunately. Of course, I mean, what this game is sort of showing a bit is the big income inequality in France that led to the revolution. All these rich people with all their rich stuff, flaunting it, and all these poor people, you know. Indeed.
Too many guards.
Yep. So it's kind of understandable, the revolution, you know, especially with all that stuff about the cake, you know. They do say that it was a prophet, or that it was untrue that Marie Antoinette didn't say the thing about the cake. Have you heard of Marie Antoinette, George?
Nope.
Okay. What's that? Another one? Marie Antoinette is famous for saying one thing.
What is that?
Let them eat cake.
Some kind of confirmation ceremony for the Delassere girls.
That's what she said. Later on, she got her head chopped off.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Well, yeah, the way they didn't like cake, you know. We are sneaking around. This is sneaking around with a self-same spot and ShadowGamer. We are sneaking around in France, just prior to the French Revolution, which hopefully we'll be a part of.
Well, actually, I think I'm more of sneaking around to get to a young lady's bedroom, but
well, whatever, you know. I mean, we are sneaking around anyway. Do you like stealth mechanics in games, George? You a big fan of the stealth?
Oh, it's a lot more fun than it looks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I quite like stealth, you know, when it's implemented properly, you know, it can be a good boon, especially as like an addition to other things you can do in a game, rather than the main mechanic.
Look at that one. Pretty sure his shoes cost more than my rent.
Ah, here we are, see, there's the rumblings of discontent, you know.
She does not.
You up there! Stop! Get down!
Will you
Get
let me back in if I
down!
do?
Get down!
What? Certainly not!
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay up here.
You, come here!
You're a scamp, aren't you?
Oh, I know. Oh dear God.
You know, you could just make a Don Juan, the video game, and it could just be entirely you jumping into windows to visit young ladies.
Quite the turnout this evening. I can't remember the last time we were all together like this. It must have been that business
He must be
with,
a Templar or something.
And I would thank you not to speak
Yeah.
of
You can
that.
tell by the cross on this chest.
Madam.
Templar.
They're all Templars, to be honest.
I see.
Ah, that one.
It's a bit like when I was on a trip and I found out that a lot of people on it were Masons.
Pretty sure that's nothing like what's going on now.
No, we're not. Oh, there she is. Is that her?
No,
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
that's her.
Oh, that's her, yes.
Merci. Un autre jour.
and she grew up to become Margaret Thatcher.
And so I said to her, Marie, you call her
Yeah, they're all making little jokes about French history and stuff. Someone was making a joke about the wigs they used to wear with bird cages in it. And there was people they used to wear these rabbit wigs with bird cages in it. Incidentally, where are the wigs? This is like a wigless court. I mean, unless these people are all bald, but they all just have normal hair and ponytails rather than wigs. But I thought it'd be more powdered wigs and makeup. Yeah, all the I've seen pictures of
She always did
people
love the
and lots
chase.
of caked makeup. We are in the famous Palace of Versailles. There was an incident, well, not an incident. There was a story that someone made up, I believe, in the there was a time slip in Versailles where someone travelled in time and they walked around the palace. Can you believe this story? With a safe time slip.
Oh, you were worse.
As women, a couple of women, I believe, claimed to have slipped in time while they were visiting Versailles. But their evidence of this is rather spurious. Basically, they saw some people who they thought were in like 18th century
Don't
costumes.
even start. I feel like a mummy wrapped
And
up in this thing.
that's the summation of the evidence.
Get you so fancy.
It's not like that. Truth be told, it's a lot of ceremony and pontification. Dull as dirt.
Well, when you don't
She was
invite
Australian.
me to your parties, everyone suffers.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Go. I'll distract them.
What?
She's got
You're
an odd
kicking
accent.
me out.
Just
What's her accent?
complicated. I'll explain later, but for now, out the window.
What? She's got like
no,
16
you're not turning this
accents.
into a real
She's an assassin. She has like 100 different accents. I'm really sure.
What accent is she using now? I mean, maybe it's just but I can't.
She's using confusing. That's what she's using, my friend.
I can't put a thing on it.
Oh crap.
What was that?
Nothing. No one's moving around. Don't worry.
I could have sworn.
Why'd you have to go out that window? Oh my god, I've got to get all the way around there.
Indeed.
I have to wait till he.
Wait. So you spent all this time sneaking into the palace, and now you just have to sneak out again?
Apparently, yeah. I know, it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, and you only saw the young lady for 5 seconds.
You kiss her once and then you bug her up.
Well, you didn't even have time for a dance and a bit of a musical number.
How do I do that? No way to get past him. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. Oh.
Yeah, scratch the old head there.
God is bored to death and he knows it.
Well, his neck hurts because of that heavy hat. Well, it's heavy as the other fellow's hat. I mean, that one's been a metal. But, okay, go.
I can't go. There's this guy.
Go.
This guy's in the way. How am I meant to
You
go?
can sneak around behind him. Oh, okay.
No, I
you
can't.
can't.
No, I really can't.
Well, we just have to kill them both, George.
I can't kill them. I'm not allowed to kill them.
Oh, okay. Well, wound them. Wound them.
Any advantage?
Oh god. Thanks, big time. Oh, I'm dead.
Well, it seems you are. Well, shall we stop there for now, George? Because
Sure.
Well, thank you very much for watching. If you have been watching, on your own head, be it.
Yes.
This is Self-Same Spot saying good night, and
ShadowGamer saying good night.
good night, everyone, and God bless.